Hello guys, today we are going to do example 2 recursion. So basically a method foo is given with the parameter n. It says if n is less than 1, return previous method, else foo n minus 1. Foo is a method name, n minus 1 is a parameter. Then print hello world plus n. Whatever be the value of the n will be printed here. Then there is a main function, and in main function is calling the another method, that is a foo method with the parameter 3. So now how this recursion will occur? Basically the main method will call the another method, that is a foo method. This foo method contains a statement, whatever statement it contains. For that statement to be executed, this main method needs to go into the stack. So this main method goes into the stack. Okay, this foo3 method then will be called. Okay, this here it will be foo3, that is a method with parameter 3. If n is less than 1, if 3 is less than 1, so it shows that we can see that 3 is not less than 1, so it will not return, it will go to the else block. It will go to the else block where the method foo with the parameter n minus 1. So it will become foo. What is the value of n? That is 3. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So again the foo2 method will be called, but we need to execute this statement. To execute this statement, the foo3 will be stored into the stack. So the foo3 method goes into the stack. Okay, then foo2 method, it goes to this method. So here it will be foo2. So if n is less than 1, so 2 is less than 1, no. So it will go to the else block. So now the method is foo2. The value of the n is 2. So it will become foo2 minus 1, that is foo1. So it will become foo1. Again the foo method will be called, but we need to execute this statement. So to execute this statement, the foo2 method will go into the stack. So here the foo2 method goes into the stack. So now here comes foo1. Okay, now if n is less than 1, so is 1 less than 1? No. So again it will go to the else block. So the value of the n is 1. So here it will become foo0. Okay. Now the foo0 will be called, but we need to execute this statement. So to execute this statement, the foo1 will go into the stack. So foo1 will go into the stack. Okay, so as soon as the foo1 goes into the stack, now we will apply the stack method, LIFO method. Now how it will print the statement, that is last in first out. जो सबसे पहले आया था वो सबसे बाद में जाएगा, यानी कि जो सबसे लास्ट में आया था वो सबसे पहले जाएगा. That means the elements that are entered into the stack are referred to as push. The elements which are released from the stack are referred to as pop. So सबसे बाद में आया था foo1, तो सबसे पहले जाएगा foo1. तो foo1 क्या था? foo1 बेसिकली था ये वाला स्टेटमेंट. ओके, foo1 में अब क्या आ जाएगा? प्रिंट हेलो वर्ल्ड प्लस 1. इट मीन्स हेलो वर्ल्ड 1 प्रिंट हो जाएगा. ठीक है, अब foo1 के बाद रह गया foo2। अब foo2 भी चले जाएगा स्टैक से। जब foo2 चले गया तो foo2 की स्टेटमेंट कॉल हो जाएगी। foo2 की स्टेटमेंट कौन सी है? दैट इज हेलो वर्ल्ड 2। तो अब इसमें क्या आएगा? हेलो वर्ल्ड 2 कॉल हो जाएगा, तो foo2 भी चले गया। अब उसके बाद कौन सी रह जाएगा मेथड? उसके बाद रह जाएगा foo3 मेथड। तो foo3 मेथड क्या है? हेलो वर्ल्ड 3। सो इट विल एग्जीक्यूट द स्टेटमेंट हेलो वर्ल्ड 3। तो foo3 भी स्टैक से निकल जाएगा। नाउ वी विल चेक दैट विच मेथड इज लेफ्ट इन द स्टैक। now the main method is left. So the main method, we can see main method is calling the foo3, but there is no statement of the foo3, so that's why it will be empty. So the main method will go out of the stack, but there will be no statement. As there is no statement, so nothing will be printed. So the output will be hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3. So this is how the recursion works. Thank you very much.